Greetings, beloveds. In today's video, let's explore the idea of following the money or the idea of letting breakouts guide you. But first, I greet you in the love light of the one infinite creator. All right, let's take a look here. We're going to take a look at Baba in this example. And we can see here there's been a couple of moves here since mid of 2024. There's this move here. And then there's this recent spike here. This is the weekly, 2-year weekly. Now, I'll come back to this, but the current breakout is giving me some little bit of a concern. And so for now, I haven't really used this breakout. I haven't sent a breakout alert for paid clients. And in fact, let me get to it. The reason is I don't like this V-type breakout attempt. In other words, just a couple of weeks ago, we were trading here about 4 weeks ago at 80. And now we are breaking out. But essentially, this breakout has come very fast. And this type of a V-type breakout tends to be very problematic. It won't surprise me that the next meaningful direction might be down. But that's not the one I want to talk about. I want to talk about this breakout here. So there was a breakout here, and that is based on this weekly closing high. So that's the one that I sent out a breakout to paid clients right here. So this breakout right here, and the stock never really broke that breakout again. Now, we can say that for all intents and purposes, it did come back and test the breakout level here for about 2-3 weeks. But after that, it never broke down, never closed below that level. And then we get the spike. So definitely a good entry. Now, the reason why that is important is, and why following the money or letting momentum breakouts guide you, is the fact that if we go back a couple of years before that, there was really no reason to have had an interest in the stock. So let's take here, this is 4 years weekly. And you can see really, you didn't want to be part of this move. And in fact, if we go, let's go back about 5 years and see what the chart looks like. This is the weekly. And you can see for a period of about 4 years, the stock had been on a very steep decline. Now, where money helps you and the momentum game helps you is we come and take an interest here after almost 4 years of ignoring the stock. So that's why just understanding the breakouts, because if you take a look, there were no breakouts in this area here. Nothing was breaking out. No major breakouts. Now you can say there was a small one here, this period here, but net, the momentum was still down. So there was no reason to have been buying the stock for 4 years until this period right there. So by following the money and following momentum, you avoid some periods like that. In fact, if you take a look at a longer monthly chart, you can see that our timing made sense because our timing is somewhere here. And this corresponds with the RSI for the first time, moving to 3-year highs. And that's the key right there. And you can see for the first time, the MACDs were also moving to 3-year highs. So that timing in the middle of 2024 made sense because it was the first time in years that the stock was doing something different. In this case, it met the minimum requirements for the ultimate Muade breakout with the RSI and MACDs moving to 3-year highs. And that's the method I call the ultimate Muade breakout. Now, if we go back and take a look at all data, let's go back here. So this is all data monthly. And in fact, what we can do, let's take a look at a log scale. So this is the arithmetic calculation of the price. Take a look at a log scale. And what you see immediately that the most desirable area for this stock was this period here. This is the period where it had the biggest move in terms of percentage return in its history. And what is interesting is I took a look at how many times I've mentioned this stock over the last 9 years or so. So of course we have this breakout in 2024, which I just discussed. But then there's breakouts in 2020. Let's take a look here. A couple of breakouts in 2020, August and September of 2020. And let me show you that period and why chasing money and momentum brings you to where a stock is moving. To those breakouts in 2020, we're capturing this breakout right here. Now, before that, you'd have to go back when I take a look at the data here, how many times I had previously talked about this stock or sent alerts for this stock. And you can see there's a huge cluster of breakout alerts in 2016. So 2016, lots of breakouts. In fact, even before that. So 2016, I don't know why I was all over this stock, sending a lot of breakout and coverage of this stock, but it makes sense because I believe at the time I was very aware, to be honest, I was aware that this was a period to be aggressive. So you can see 2016, we're trying to capture all of these breakouts here, all of these breakouts. And then there's another one here also, that another breakout alert in 2017 that I sent out to clients right here. And you can see that breakout here, update of March of 2027. And another one here, April of 2017. So back to the chart here, and we can see that period is capturing this breakout right here. So if you follow the money, if you follow momentum, it gives you the best chance. And we can see this is the most sustained and aggressive move in the stock in its history over about 11 years, 10 years plus. And more importantly, it helps you avoid periods where the stock is in a multi-year downward move. And it brings you back into the game when the stock starts changing its dynamics. So by following the money and by following momentum, you get a better chance of owning stocks when they are primed to move. I am Eric with Mother.com. I leave you as I found you, in the love light of the one infinite creator. Go forth rejoicing in the power and in the peace of the one creator. Adonai.